Brother,
Yes.
we are very happy to see you today.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you too.
Brother, I just want to understand from you, how did you first get to know Sathya Sai Baba?
Well, I get to know Sai Baba, Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, in the year 1974, when I moved from Penang to Kuala Lumpur.
I see.
So that year I met a friend by the name, the late Samantha. He was the Deputy Public Prosecutor in the Attorney General's chambers. And he considered himself to the best legal brain in the country. So he had been to Puttaparthi after visiting Tirupati. And he bought a book called The Man of Miracle, written by the Australian war journalist by the name of Howard Moffat. So he loaned the book to me for only 1 month, because he had to circulate the book. It was in great demand.
Oh, those days.
Yes, very few copies. So I read it for a month. I even passed it to my wife to read. And she was also getting absorbed in it. So after reading from page to page, that desire, to see this man of miracle, this holy man, was working out in me. He says, I must go and see him. I must go and see him. But I didn't get to go and see him until the year 1977.
3 years later.
3 years later. And in between, I was reading about, trying to find out more about Baba, about the bhajans that were taking place, and very strange to me. I was saw it advertised in the newspaper, we have a bhajan, Akhanda Bhajan in Brickfields. So I tell myself, what do I do there? I don't understand the language. What do I do there? That thing pulls me back. And then the first bhajan I went to was in the Kapong. It was in a house of Mr. Wong.
I see.
Actually, he is a Wong Lau Sin Si disciple. So on a Sunday, he converted into a bhajan singing session. So I went there almost every Sunday because of this attraction to Baba. And I was very much attracted to 2 songs.
Which are the 2 songs?
The Rati song.
Oh, okay.
And the Vibhuti song. So that were the 2 songs, that keep on ringing in my mind. And in one of these Sunday bhajans, Brother Jaga happened to be there.
Oh.
So he sang his usual song, Why Fear When I'm Here, You see, he's the author of that song. So then at the end of the bhajan, he came to me. He says, where are you from? I said, I'm from Brickfields. He says, it's close to my house. So, I have bhajan every Tuesday. Why don't you come over?
That's how it started?
That's how it started, and I have been there since.
Wonderful. So, brother, when was your first trip to Puttaparthi?
My first trip to Puttaparthi was in 1977. And actually, it was between jobs, and arranged by Baba. Arranged by Baba, actually arranged by him.
I understand not everyone can reach Puttaparthi.
Yeah, it was arranged by him. Financially also.
Oh,
yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, because my MD says, Heng, you don't need a service and all that. But I already got a job, in another pharmaceutical company. I already got one. He said, Heng, I pay you off. He gave me 6 months pay,
Wow, very good.
So I used the money to take my family all to go to Puttaparthi. So it's all arranged by him. Yeah, and then but the trip there was headed by Dr. Paul. He's since passed away.
I see.
And there were about 28 of us. So, but there was a bit of trepidation during that because there were heavy storms there, in Andhra Pradesh. So we were very fearful of whether to go or not to be caught in this flood and fog. So we sent a telegram, those days only telegram, to Kasturi. You know Professor Kasturi?
Yes.
Yes. But he didn't reply. But anyway, a lot of them back out. But I told Dr. Paul, let them back out. Our family will go. The 8 of us. Eventually all went. Because all joined us and we went there. And when we went there, we seek out Professor Kasturi, you know. Say, why don't you reply to a telegram? It was so crucial for us during that time. He says, I showed the telegram to Baba, and Baba said, have faith will come.
Wow. It was a test of your faith.
It was a test of our faith. So we went. And it's a very tedious journey. We landed in Madras. Then we hired a bus. And from there in Madras, we drove to Puttaparthi.
Oh.
And
not
then,
flew to Bangalore?
No way. Those days, no way.
Oh,
So we threw, you know that the bus was rattling when it rained, water seeps in, that kind of thing. But we enjoyed it. Especially we stopped somewhere midnight and have the Indian theatre rain. So that was it.
So brother, when you first saw Swami, how did you feel?
Okay. It was a morning darshan in the white field. Okay. When I first saw him, frankly, you know, a feeling came over me. You know, oh my God, this is the holy man I am seeing today. And I cried. I am going to cry now.
Touched.
I was touched, I cried. So Baba came out, and as usual, he loved the students very much. The first thing he does is to talk to the students first, who are lined up there. So with his back to me, so I whispered, you know, it was quite a distance away. Baba, we are here. Please give us an interview. And Baba turned his back, you know, look at me. You know, that said.
Wow, he heard.
He heard.
Your whisper.
And I was surprised. I said, yeah, he is really the God man, you know. So the next day, we went for the Bhajan, and Baba sent someone to me. Sivada. Baba says, tomorrow interview all of you.
Wow, wonderful.
Yes. But the interview room was very small, you know, in Whitefield. It's very small. We had only standing room, you know. Standing room, and Baba was, you know, moving from one person to the other. There's no personal interview at all. It's a group interview just to have sight of him, you know. The darshan is good enough for us.
Yes.
Then he distributed vibhuti to us.
Oh, lovely.
So, yeah, then we continue with our morning bhajan. And then my daughter, I brought my 2 daughters, you know. Mabel was 7 years old then, and Sharon was about 3.5 years old.
I see.
Yeah. So Baba used to go to her every morning, you know, and ask her to sing to him. You know, he bent down and very lovingly. So every morning he used to go to her. So much so that the ladies, you know, as soon as Sharon sits down there, they will gather around her because they had the opportunity to be near Baba. Yeah. So it's full of love for my daughter.
Lovely.
So one of the occasions is that Baba materialized vibhuti and give it to her and my eldest daughter and asked her, eat. So after I saw from a distance, you know, I was very
You were on the men's side.
Men's side. You know, after the bhajan, I quickly ran to her. Then I said, Baba give you what? She said, sweet, you know. So I saw some of the vibhuti, you know, remaining by the edge of the mouth. So I took some. Not sweet, vibhuti. So I confirmed with my eldest daughter because she's elder, she should know.
Yeah.
So yeah, Daddy, it's very sweet. So I read later a book by Professor Kasturi where he narrated the same experience in a way. Baba used to go to house Bhajan and all that, at the end of which Baba materialized vibhuti and give to the students, to the children. To the children, sorry. And then he gave to Kasturi. And Kasturi, he heard the children shouting, oh, sweet, sweet, very sweet. So he put some in his mouth, it wasn't sweet. So I correlate the two, you know. So
same
experience. Same experience. If it is meant to be sweet for you, it's meant to be sweet. So that is one. And another occasion is that after the Bhajan, Baba materialized an apple. You know, the Indian apples are not big, it's a small one.
Yeah.
And gave it to her.
Gave it to your daughter?
Gave it to my daughter. And when the Baba went inside the ashram, all of them ran to my daughter, you know, pick up the apple, you know, and touch, you know, the Indian style, touch the eyes with it and all that, until she cried, you know, where's my apple, where's my apple? Then my wife managed to get the apple back, open the zip back, throw inside, come, let's go back. So we went back to the hotel. The hotel is called Prinder One. I can still remember that name of the hotel.
So, brother, after that trip, when you came back to KL, were you involved in any side activities or any side programs?
Oh, yes. I came from Bangsar Group, you know. And as you know, Bangsar Group is the center, right? We have many programs.
Everything started from Bangsar.
Yes. And these are all the offshoots, you know. SS3 and all that, they are offshoots. So I was very, very involved, you know.
I understand you're the first secretary of the council?
Yes.
How did it happen?
It happened, okay. At that time, there were many not formal Bhajan centers, you know. All over Malaysia, there's about maybe at the most 10 of them.
I see.
Malacca, Penang, and so forth. So, Brother Jiga came up with the idea of forming a central council.
I see.
Now, the idea is to provide a legal umbrella to which all these small centers can be affiliated. So, once it's affiliated, you get a legal protection.
Yes.
So, we had a pro tem committee, of which Brother Jiga was the pro tem president. I was the pro tem secretary, and then we have other council members, which make up mostly of
senior devotees.
They are mostly chairmen from the other centers all over Malaysia. So I was given the pleasant task of registering, you know, the central council.
I see.
Malaysia. So for a start, we need to have a constitution. So for a start, we used the Indian constitution, but we had to modify it to suit our local conditions, you know. So Brother Jiga had a friend, Datuk Kok, in Chon de la Moy. You heard of the famous?
Yes.
Yeah. So he helped us to modify the constitution, and then we presented that to the Registrar of Society, together with the emblem, you know.
The logo.
The logo, the emblem. And it was rejected so many times.
Oh,
yes,
is it?
because you have the star and crescent, you're not allowed. This is not allowed. Eventually, we end up with Satyam, Dharmam, Shanti, Prema, Ahimsa.
Oh, okay.
And with a stupa there. In
the one in, like in India. The one used in India.
Yeah. We end up with that because there's so many restrictions.
Yeah.
So back and forth to the Registrar of Society. It took me about 1.5 years.
I see.
Yeah.
So finally, the council, central council was formed.
Yeah, it was formed.
Registered.
Registered, and the pro tem committee members become the actual
council members.
Ah,
I see. That's how you came into.
Yeah, that's how I come into it. But it was a pleasant task for me. No doubt I had to go up and down. I was down for 1.5 years. You know, but it was. I don't know, maybe Baba selected me to do this. It was a good experience.
So, brother, personally for you, after knowing Baba and being involved in the activities, do you find any transformation in yourself?
Yes. He has led me, to read so many books about spirituality, especially books like Ramayana, Mahabharata, Viveka Chudamani. This is a book that I love the most, So after reading this book, it has made me a better person.
Spiritual literature.
Spiritually, I am more disciplined, and I place a desire in my ceilings. That is why today, if you walk in, you can see my house is very bad. Because I try to practice. I'm driving a very small car. I try to put into practice.
Sealing on your desires.
Yes. My house is very bad, you can see. The only many things you can see is Baba's pictures.
So, brother, I understand you were also the Bhajan coordinator for Bangsar Centre?
Yes, I was the Bhajan coordinator for Bangsar Centre since it was located in Brothers Hall there. Since those days.
From the big.
Yeah.
I see.
And then after the hall was built, the formal hall, I was still continuing. I think I did it for about close to 20 years.
20 years?
Yes.
Wow.
During those times.
Such dedication.
Yeah. No, it's just that
weekly you were there.
every Tuesday, rain or shine, I was there.
Amazing.
Rain or shine. And I've seen the coming and going of so many Sai Center chairmen and also harmonium players. Yes, during that time.
I see.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite Bhajan song?
I used to start, with this invocation song called Hari Om. It was composed by Brother Jega. It's an invocation song in which we invoke the names of the deities and all the God forms.
Can share a few lines with us?
Okay. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Hari Sai Baba, Hari Om. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Yana Sai Baba, Hari Om. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Sathya Sai Baba, Hari Om. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om.
Lovely. So nice.
It has become a signature tune for a long, long time.
Yeah.
I think they still sing it till these days.
I see. So, brother, among the many teachings of Sai Baba, which one appealed to you most?
The one that appeals to me most is who are you?
Who am I?
Yes. Find out who you are. Where are you from? And this has led me to search, for many books, to give me the answer.
I see.
Yes. And one of which is I can't remember the name. It's by Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. It's a question and answer form. The author of this question and answer series is David Gottman. I found a very clear answer there. Who am I? And the title of the book is Be As You Are. It's a very good, it's a very deep meaning. Be as you are. Who are you? So then it explains that we are Satchit Ananda. Absolute truth, absolute consciousness, and absolute bliss. Actually, it sounds like 3 in 1. But it is not. It is only one. When you are conscious of your true self, you are in a state of bliss. You are one with God. It's just, I like to use an analogy. It's just like a Nescafe, 3 in 1. All right? You have coffee inside. You have the powder, milk powder, and you have the sugar. 3 in 1. But you mix them in water, it becomes a drink.
Yes.
That is Satchit Ananda.
Relate to us any of your personal experiences of miracles in your life?
Yes. It was the buying of this house.
Buying of this particular house?
Yes. And we were staying at an apartment in Brickfields for about 9 years.
I see.
After which we said, oh, we have to look for a house of home. We were renting, you know. So we were going around looking for houses. And it was so difficult to make up our minds. We sold our house in Penang to come here, you know. And my wife was saying, quickly make up your mind. You know, I'll use this money for travel and enjoy myself, you know. So that put a fear in me, you know. So we were I was more serious in looking for a house. And one day she came to me. She said, I have a friend who is a housing agent. There is a place in the Tananjaya. Would you like to see? So I said, why not? So we came. We went to the place. There was no house.
This place?
Yes. It wasn't built yet. Just only a piece of land with 4 sticks to and the what the strings to demarcate the place. That's all.
I see.
I said, oh, yeah, how to buy? How to buy? You know, I didn't even see the house. So that night when we went back, I prayed to Baba. I had a small picture of Baba. I prayed to him. I said, please, Baba, if you want us to buy that piece of land on which the house will be built later, then please give me an indication. And then next morning, to my surprise, there were droplets of honey, you know, all over the picture of Baba. Even the small fridge, you know, beside it was splashed with droplets of honey.
Wow, wonderful.
So I took it as an indication, you know, that Baba wanted me to buy this house. So the next morning, we made our down payment.
Wow, wonderful. That's how you got this house.
That's why I got a house. And then a few months later, we organized a housewarming Bhajan, which is very common, you know, in those days. Oh, I want a house Bhajan. So I got this. I was a Bhajan coordinator, so I could get all the, you know, the singers, even the mics and everything over here. You know? But they were very rudimentary things, you know. So okay. So during the Bhajan, after the Bhajan, a Sai devotee, Brother Chong, he came to me. He says, Mr. Brother Heng, something happened, a miracle. I said, what? Baba's pictures had a garland, you know, jasmine garland. And the garland, during when I was singing, the garland was moving up and down against gravity. Normally it's sideways, up and down.
Instead of swinging side to side or swinging up and down?
Up and down.
Wonderful.
Yeah, but I didn't see it, you know. I always sing with my eyes closed. And I said, Brother Chong, this is my housewarming day, you know. Don't joke with me, please. Then he said, hey, brother, serious lah? You know? I said, okay, let it be. And then later on, Auntie Doshi came to me. She hugged me. She says, Brother Heng, miracle. I said, what? The flower moving up and down. So it was confirmed, you know. Yeah, that Baba came. And some of the devotees, even saw Baba coming down the staircase here.
Oh.
Right, on my right, the staircase.
Yeah.
And he was giving darshan to all of us.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah, I believe Baba is here until this day.
Brother, personally, have you had any incidents that happened that were unforgettable for you?
Yeah, I think it was the occasion when during Baba's birthday Bhajan, on Baba's birthday, we were driving to the Rawang Centre, and the driver was Sister Hongpo. My wife was sitting beside her, I was sitting at the back. So on the way there, a lorry hit us from behind.
Oh dear.
And the car somersaulted many times.
Wow.
Before landing at the side of the road.
That's serious.
Yeah, overturned, So we were all upside down.
Turn turtle.
Turned turtle. And then we were all upside down. I turned around to look, where are they? They're all upside down.
Hanging upside down.
Hanging upside down. With the seatbelts on only. But passers-by managed to open the door and took us up there.
And y'all the accident was serious, but you were okay?
Yeah, but when it was somersaulting, I remember shouting out Baba's name, calling out to him. I said, Baba, Baba, Baba. And then I can't remember anything anymore.
So Baba saved you.
Yes, it was him. Oh, it is him.
Wow, miracle is really a miracle.
Yes. And none of us were seriously hurt at all.
Minor injuries?
Minor injury to the neck,
Whiplash?
Whiplash, and I still have that. My wife still has that. But it's nothing serious. You can live with.
Oh, amazing. Any other personal incidents or experiences you had?
There was another car accident. I was driving back from Malacca after meeting with an engineer there. On my way back, I felt very sleepy. I tried singing. I tried pinching myself.
You dozed off?
I dozed off. And the car, when it hit the side of the hillside, the road. And that was the time when I shouted, Baba, Baba, Baba. So it landed there. And strangely enough, a pickup truck came by.
At that time?
At that time. So that guy pulled me out of the car and took me to the Saraman General Hospital. Where I spent the night there.
Aiyo.
Baba. Again, Baba. When he called out his name, he will come. So he came that day. So he helped me. And then another occasion is that I was filling petrol outside in SS2. It was raining, the floor was wet, and some petrol overflowed. So I stepped on it.
You slipped?
I slipped. And I broke my leg, on my left leg. Okay. I broke the femur and the tibula.
So serious?
Yes. And so my kneecap was cracked. And what happened was, I was taken to the hospital where they put in 17 screws and 3 plates, on my
Wow, you like bionic?
Bionic, yes. I still have them here.
I see.
So when I could go overseas and go through the scanner machine and all that, I have to explain to them what happened, because it sounds metal.
Yeah, you have metal in your body.
Yeah. So I said, do you want to check me and all that? He said, no.
I see.
That's the thing. And then, after
did you have any dreams?
After discharge, Baba came to me. He placed his hand over my broken leg.
Oh.
He placed his hands. He stroked my leg a few times.
Wow. Amazing. Real miracle. Yeah. And you recovered well?
Quite fast, very fast. I recovered in 3 months. Doctor gave me 6 months.
Wow, half the time.
The orthopedic surgeon. He said, hey, I give you 6 months. I recovered in 3 months. I went to see him. He was shocked.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, brother, after all that you have experienced, to you, who is Sai Baba?
Okay. Sai Baba to me is an avatar. All right. The incarnation of Shiva Shakti. Yes. He is an avatar to me. Right. Just like Jesus is an avatar of God, right? Sai Baba is an avatar to me.
Purna avatar.
Yeah. He's a major avatar. He has come to teach us, just like Rama, just like Krishna. So my perception of Baba is this. Because a lot of people ask me, why do you pray to him as God? You know. So I used to tell them, do you know who is God? I say, you are God. So I have to explain to them. And then to those who have a little in-depth knowledge of the spirituality, I tell them, you are Satchit Ananda. You know, you are the absolute truth, Sat. You are the absolute consciousness. You are absolute bliss. It's the only thing you don't realize that. I say, if you look inward and try to search for it, you will find him there. You are one. The Atman.
Wonderful to hear of all your personal experiences and miracle healing. Sai Ram, brother.
Sai Ram.
Thank you.